Do you really believe that Teofimo Lopez is trash?
No, not at all. Not at all. Teofimo is a good fighter. You know, he's very talented. He's very athletic. You know, he's always rose to the occasion in these big moments like this. But Shakur is just on a whole nother level. And this Saturday, he's going to prove it.
I think this could be the first time that Shakur Stevenson has somebody who can match him with athletic ability. Pure ability, pure speed, quickness, quick twitch, athletic ability that can match him. That I think Teofimo has the speed, the legs, the quickness, and he's got pop too with it, where he could possibly, I know this sounds ridiculous, but he could possibly match, and maybe even he would have to outmatch him to win. He'd have to be that good, but maybe match Shakur boxing and pull off what would be an upset.
2 days ago, the fight between Stevenson and Lopez.
Great fight.
What a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. I know Stevenson. You know, Stevenson, because a lot of people are going to say that, but people are going to say, Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've heard him at a party, bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is.
Boxing pros are delivering their final predictions for Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, calling it one of the most intriguing and competitive matchups in the sport. Many experts believe Shakur's elite defense, speed, and ring IQ will severely test Lopez's power, pressure, and aggression on fight night.
I think it's going to be a very, very, very interesting fight with a lot of X factors, a lot of intangibles, a lot of stuff floating around mentally, everything. I think it could be an intriguing fight. I don't know if it'll be a good fight. I don't know if it'll be a scintillating fight. I don't know about that. But I do think it could be.
Many expect a high-level tactical battle that unfolds round by round, potentially going the distance while still keeping fans fully engaged.
Fight that people, because you got two different styles. You got an offensive, defensive.
Yeah.
In Lopez, and you got a defensive.
Yeah.
In Shakur.
Well, yeah.
So it's gonna see who's gonna win. Is there any way of beating? Because at the moment Shakur is gonna beat him up. No one really giving him that hard day. We've not really seen him in the deep end. But it's gonna be a good fight to see that can Lopez put him in the deep end. And I think he can, and I think he has the power and the technique to even.
Former world champion Amir Khan has picked Teofimo Lopez to win, stating that Lopez has the skills and confidence to outbox Shakur Stevenson. Khan believes Teo's speed, sharp combinations, and ring IQ could pose serious problems for Shakur.
I know Stevenson. You know, Stevenson, because a lot of people are going to say that, but people are going to say Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've heard him at a party, bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that toughness is there with Shakur, and if it is there, which I believe it is, because I think it's a fantastic fight. It's one of them that we're all going to have an opinion on who's going to win, but none of us really know, because it's one of the best fights in
the best, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, it really is.
You think about it, look at Lopez. He's fought like some Lomachenko. He beat some great names on the way, man. Yeah. And I look good against them as well. Maybe his last fight wasn't the best. He made it a little bit tough, harder than it looked, but he's always performed at the highest level when he needed.
Recently retired pound-for-pound great Terence Crawford has backed Shakur Stevenson to win the showdown, saying Shakur operates on a completely different level than many of Teofimo Lopez's recent opponents, and predicting Stevenson will outclass him on fight night.
This will look aesthetically. Obviously, in the last fight, Shakur stood his ground a little bit more against William Cepeda. You don't expect him to do that against Teo, do you?
To be honest, I think he's going to do a little bit of everything. I think we're going to see the best Shakur Stevenson come Saturday. And I just feel like, you know, it's going to be too much.
But Teofimo's done well against southpaws. Josh Taylor, Lomachenko, we got these southpaw here. You're a southpaw as well. Do you think Teofimo just has something that other fighters don't have against left-handers, or just think that Shakur's different level of a sniper of a southpaw?
Well, it's a little bit of both. You know, Teofimo has done real well against southpaws, but Shakur have done real well against orthodox fighters. Shakur is not the average southpaw that Teofimo has been fighting, you know, so that's why I say Shakur is levels above those fighters that he's been fighting lately.
And that's the reason he's a favorite coming into this fight.
He also urged Stevenson to stay true to himself ahead of the big fight. Crawford said Shakur is on another level and advised him to approach the bout like any other day at the office, stressing there's no need to overthink it because he already knows what he's capable
of. At the highest level of the sport, right? You just defeated Canelo Alvarez in front of 70,000 plus, and you've been a big mentor to Shakur Stevenson. I give you a lot of credit for that. What advice have you given him as he goes into the biggest fight of his career?
Oh man, just be yourself. You know, hey, this is another day in the office, another walk in the park. You know, there's no reason to put a lot of pressure on yourself because you know what you're capable of. With the self-belief in yourself, you can do whatever you want in there, and that's what he's going to do.
Even though Shakur Stevenson enters as a heavy favorite, legendary trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas believes Teofimo Lopez can win, but only if he's mentally locked in and ready for war. Atlas notes that Lopez's mindset has been inconsistent in past fights, but if he brings full focus and confidence, he has the skills and tools to challenge Shakur and even pull off a major upset.
Starts for me with Teofimo, where it starts is, where is he mentally? He's up and down. You know, his father, the whole thing, his father's been with him the whole career. Listen, love him, hate him. His father has been part of getting him to these world titles. He's been part of it. Whatever. He has been up and down mentally. Where's he gonna be? If he's right, if he's stable, if he's in a good place, he seemed to be in a very good place when he fought Lomachenko. If he's in a good place, I think this could be the first time that Shakur Stevenson has somebody who can match him with athletic ability.
Atlas claims Teofimo Lopez is the only fighter capable of pushing Stevenson out of his comfort zone. He believes Lopez's athleticism and relentless pressure could disrupt Shakur's usual range control, making this matchup a truly competitive and intriguing fight.
Pure ability, pure speed, quickness, quick twitch, athletic ability that can match him and could actually turn the tables in a way where he could force Shakur out of his comfort zone to maybe do some things, say, he doesn't want to do, that he's not as comfortable.
Legendary former heavyweight champion Shannon Briggs predicts that the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight could end in a draw, with each fighter taking roughly 6 rounds. Briggs sees it as a close, technical battle where both men possess elite skills but lack overwhelming knockout power.
What does Shakur have to do to win? What does Teo have to do to win?
It's going to be a real technical fight. I think both of them, not tremendous punches. So I'm looking at a 6-6, 6 rounds each, you know what I'm saying, or a close decision. It's a pick-up. They both got skills.
Well, what are the rounds that Teofimo wins? What do those rounds look like? Like with his style against Shakur, how does he win the rounds against Shakur?
Staying busy and Shakur, keeping Shakur defensive. If Shakur shows up and he don't let his hands go, then Teo get an advantage. But if Shakur start fast and they both go round for round, that's why I'm saying it's a 6-6, because I think they're gonna go round for round.
And you
What a
think
great fight.
so? For Shakur, he needs to kind of pick his spots, box. Is that kind of how you see Shakur winning rounds?
I think Shakur got to be busy, and the busiest man gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be like a back and forth. Counter man, he gonna counter, he gonna counter. So who could keep countering and who gonna get tired first?
This is a big one. I mean, this is like one of those where you don't know, right? Like the styles are gonna play out how they do.
It's a pick 'em. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna go back and forth until one of them say, "Yo, I gotta take it to over the mountain."
British welterweight Conor Benn, known for his aggressive style and big ambitions, says he's rooting for Teofimo Lopez to beat Shakur Stevenson. He believes Lopez's skill, versatility, and proven track record make him a dangerous and exciting fighter to watch.
Yeah, it was good. Who are you favouring on Saturday night? I hope Teo does it, but I think Shakur will win. But I hope Teo does it, and I think Teo can. If anyone can do it, it'd be Teo.
Why would it be Teo?
Because he's explosive, he's unorthodox, he's tricky, and he's a savage.
What do you think about Shakur talking about Teofimo's dad, that he was on drugs and that he was drunk? What do you think about all that?
He was just having a good time. Let the man live. let him live, bro.
In contrast, veteran boxer and analyst Gabriel Rosado is backing Shakur Stevenson to defeat Teofimo Lopez in their high-stakes clash. Rosado explains that while both fighters are highly skilled and capable of winning, Stevenson's technical edge and ring IQ give him the advantage, especially if he can shake Lopez's confidence early and control the pace. He notes that Lopez is dangerous and unpredictable, and if he gets comfortable, the fight could become very close or even end in a draw. However, Rosado leans towards Stevenson winning on points through smart boxing, precision, and effective execution. He emphasizes that this isn't a one-sided matchup. Both fighters are elite, but Stevenson's game plan and adaptability could see him emerge on top.
Shakur in this one. And I mean, I think Teal is a phenomenal fighter, great fighter. But Teal to me is more like he has those athletic skills that you don't teach. You know what I'm saying? It's like it comes to him.
Yeah, I think Lopez goes well.
It comes to him naturally. Yeah. But I think that's what's going to nip him in the ass against Shakur. Right. Because Shakur is fundamentally sound.
Correct.
So when a guy that has this athletic ability and does things that are not fundamentally sound fights a guy that's seasoned like a Shakur, he's going to make you pay. And that's just how I see it. I think it's a great matchup, but I just favor.
Now, Shakur is like Floyd in this way.
Yeah.
He's like Floyd in this way. Everyone's able to boxing IQ, the defense, whatever, and Shakur's a southpaw, but he makes fewer mistakes than the other guys. Really, what Floyd did, he was like a football team that never turns the ball over. Like if you need to throw if you need to throw the ball away, throw it away. Waste that down, right? But don't turn.
Former world champion Amir Khan has defended Shakur Stevenson amid criticism of his style and public perception while previewing the Teofimo Lopez fight. Khan acknowledges that some fans and analysts question Stevenson's approach, particularly his focus on distance control and defense, but urges critics to respect his skill set rather than dismiss it. He emphasizes that Stevenson's technical mastery and high boxing IQ are genuine strengths, even if they don't always produce fan-friendly brawls. Khan reminds everyone that elite boxing is just as much about precision and ring craft as it is about power punches.
He's gonna have to perform. He knows that this is the mega fight that he. But I think Shakur seems a little bit more relaxed and calm. Like he's gonna win this fight. It's gonna be a walk in the park for him. But I know one thing about Lopez is that he always pulls off a.
You know what the great thing about this conversation is that we're just having now. One of us is going to be right, and there's like,
no point of putting no bets on it. One of us is going to get.
What do you think about the criticism that Shakur gets? Like people say that he's boring, he's not entertaining.
He's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward class fighter. Wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing is all about. It's all about.
Mayweather had a slight, aura of that wrap around him as well. Like, not them for the boxing purists, like the purists are hardcore boxing fan, will look at it and appreciate these little movements and the genius stuff that they do in the ring. Maybe the sort of like more casual fan would look at and not appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm saying you've got to be a boxing. Yeah, you've got to be a hardcore boxing fan.
I used to love watching Andre Ward fight because he was so punch perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left. And I trained with him as well, with Virgil. And I used to watch how he trained and how he fought. And I thought, how he puts his hands there and uses it as a defense. And then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top. And them little things. Yeah. I look boring, but to a boxing fan and a ex-boxer or a boxer, you just go, wow, be like, wow. So this is
After retaining his IBF lightweight title with a hard-fought majority decision over Cuban Olympic gold medalist Andy Cruz, Raymond Muratalla made it clear that he's aiming even higher in his career. Muratalla stated that he wants to face the winner of the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight, signaling his readiness to challenge one of boxing's elite fighters once that massive showdown concludes. His comments reflect a desire to move beyond routine title defenses and pursue the most high-profile, meaningful bouts available.
We're hearing Eddie's told us that it sounds like you're moving up to 140. Is that true? And is there anybody you want in that division?
I would like the winner of Teo and Shakur next week. I'd love the winner of that.
If Shakur is going to drop back down to 35, can you make that fight happen at 35? Does it have to happen at 40?
We'll make that happen too. Whoever wins, whatever weight they want to fight at, I'm there.
Would you be willing to go to New York City to watch that fight and call that either one next week?
I'm calling them out now. I'm gonna go out there. I'm telling you right now.
What is that? Obviously you just got done winning this fight, but what do you think that fight would look like in the ring? You and Shakur, if he's the one who wins, and I guess Teofimo too, if he's the one that wins.
Yeah, I mean, both those fights are great fights. I think boxing would love that. And that's that. I think it'll be a tremendous fight.
Teddy Atlas believes Shakur Stevenson finally answered his critics with his performance against William Zepeda, showing increased offensive engagement while maintaining his elite boxing skills. Atlas noted that before that fight, many fans and pundits praised Stevenson's technical ability, but criticized him for being overly defensive and not creating enough exciting exchanges. In the Zepeda bout, Stevenson blended offense with defense more effectively, stepping in, landing meaningful punches, and standing his ground instead of constantly retreating, which addressed many concerns about his style. Atlas said this combination of skillful boxing and willingness to engage pleased critics and helped shift perceptions of Stevenson's approach. That stronger showing is a key reason many experts now view Stevenson as a more complete and convincing fighter heading into his big showdown with Teofimo Lopez.
It really did what people wanted: this young, talented, brilliant talent, brilliant defensive fighter, brilliant guy at controlling range, Olympic silver medalist, quick hands, technically solid. He finally satisfied the critics, and he mixed offense with the defense. He sat down, and instead of moving all the time and punching on the move or on the draw back or traps, you come in 5 inches, he goes back 7, and he counters the crap out of you. He stood his ground, and he punched, and he still got the better of it with the sweet science, being defensively responsible, but without having to be less entertaining. He was more entertaining. He satisfied people. He made people, they said, that's what we wanted in Shakur. And they got it. Now he's a big favorite, or a good favorite. You know the line's better than me, but he's a good favorite.
3-1, over 3-1 favorite, Shakur.
He's a big favorite.
Will Stevenson's sharp technical boxing and masterful range control be too much for Teofimo Lopez's power and aggression? Or could Lopez pull off a shocking upset and rewrite the odds? Drop your predictions and thoughts in the comments below.